Pick up the thing. Thank you. Berries. Herbs. Thing.
Everything seems normal here.
Other than this glowing
We
thing.
appear to have hit a dead end. Say, what is that on the ground?
Probably the thing we need.
Just some funny looking berries.
Ah, poisonous ones, I'd wager.
Well, I'm sure not gonna eat them and find out.
Are they going to send us to sleep? Maybe we can just draw on the map with them. That's probably what we do, just draw on it. Okay, let's speak to the mayor and definitely not go to sleep and read.
Oh, hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual is happening?
Yeah.
Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
The big tree, yes.
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
It's probably the berries.
Not really, no.
No, he just sat here.
And why not?
Because he didn't want to go into the dream again.
Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's just how things have always been.
Weird.
There's something strange happening with the Divine Tree. That reminds me, I have a rather interesting story for you. Would you care to hear it?
Sure, what's the worst that could happen? It's book time. Therefore... So! many dots. Okay, I mean, we're not reading an entire novel here. As a pretense for... 12 messages were deleted by a moderator. That alone? No, what happened? Hello. Didn't ban you. That's good. What happened there? Oh no. Apologize. Streamlabs, what you doing? You made it. Oh, I see. I can see why you would have done a lot of dots. No, I can see. Really? Hello. You know, the game literally baiting you in with dots. In fact, watch out. Streamlabs is on the... Streamlabs says the party pooper. I mean, look at how many dots there are. How could you not? How could you not? Furthermore... Careful, Streamlabs will ban you. Very careful. It's only because it thinks it might be ASCII art and people... And that was the end of that. Streamlabs made sure to put an end to that. Such a fascinating tale. Are you being serious, Streamlabs? Of course not. Okay, we didn't have to read the whole thing. Good. It was just a lot of dots. This book, it was an easy read. It was just dot.
There's something strange. That reminds me.
Yes, okay, I guess I'll listen to the next story. Okay, it's just all the dots again. There we go, okay. Was a nice easy book this time. Just all the dots. And I now see my mouse pointer in the top of the screen. All the dots. Okay, I will not be listening to that story again.
The key to the Shadow Lord's castle? You're talking crazy talk. Anyway, enough of your madness. Let's talk about my story.
Is it more dots? Maybe it could be Braille, except it's you know. The one row, exactly. It's all the same letter over and over and over again on that very day. Don't spam the S's, I wouldn't risk it. Very important book to read. That's all. Ever after. ... Well, at least they were thorough. Quite. Thorough with the dots. And let me guess, you also have a story of dots that's very important to listen to.
Unusual activity? Here? No, I don't think so. But I do have an incredible story for you. Wanna hear it?
I mean, it's just gonna be dots. It was ... It very much was. However ... Meanwhile, my wife was ... And the diminished corpse had ... Many dots. The real culprit was the dots all along. No, the real culprit was Streamlabs. The real culprit was Streamlabs. Can you believe it? That was quite the story. I wonder how it's going to end. I am impressed. Much of the story had been hidden for us, yet you seem to grasp it. Yeah, it was just dots. But I still don't know how it's going to end. ... And we never will. Dropped a follow, Natalo. Thank you for following Natalo, Curly. Curly's also a streamer, yes. Curly only usually streams Dead by Daylight. But I appreciate you following each other. It's nice to see. Creepy tree.
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
As if Grimoire Weiss is capable of spouting such nonsense.
Like ... dots.
Hang on. I don't think it's done. Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
Oh, it's going to be another book. Of course it is. Black, pure darkness painted over everything. Words scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling in the dark like ... dots. The words were few, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. This is wrong, whispered the tree in the voice of wind through the leaves. This is not how it was supposed to be. Plan has failed. Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind and all of the dots. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as roots and bark and hearts in chat. Memories collected like dew on thick green leaves of the tree. And once they'd formed a web that spanned the entire world, a worldwide web perhaps. Words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united into whirlpools of light. The light coalesced into stars. Each star was like the child of a tree, and it loved them all and everyone in chat, apart from Streamlabs, who bans anyone for putting ... Look at the memory. Look at my memory. A child is here, born low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. Doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, But no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. Thank you for the curse vision. Very fitting. He long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did. But now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. Thank you, Natalo. Very, very much appreciated. Only one person brings the boy comfort. A healthy young girl with tan skin and deep blue eyes. She is the beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is comfort to him, but he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon, this loathing eats away at what joy he received from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming, he knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could tell her his feelings, it might not be so, but the conversation never happened. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. She scoops up his memory and carefully stores it within itself, etched upon. It is a single word, envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is the beast with red eyes, as she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. It's a trap! I think the tree's just memorizing things. It's not a trap. When the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises. And another! And another! The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of a daughter. Perhaps the child exists only in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream she does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began the fight with 63 companions, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce, slow sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blocks out the sky. She is laughing. She is doing so for as long as she can remember. Perfect that you're both laughing in chat now. Covered in blood, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her laughter collapses into a pile of dust. This memory has been stored for a long time. It's etched with a single word, loss. Look at my memory. Red dragon falls from the heaven. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame, it was a favorite of mine. So many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seem ready to disappear forever. It's autumn. They're gonna fall off. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing, like the changing of the voice. The mounting of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the remaining memories, littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion entered the room. Well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room Indelacio emptied was almost completely empty. When did we enter a room? All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of those crystals and peering into it, Indelacio suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the forest of myth, its villagers prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. This is all that remains. You'd get tired from all that reading. I'm used to it. Then Indelacio stared into the jail, bewildered. A voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. Everyone in chat said they'd get bored of reading all of this. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following the channel is mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen. Look here! Small shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. Jade grasped several jewels in its hands. More jewels trembled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth. Sights and sounds tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. Creature was abusing the memories, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. This shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? She extended its branch towards Indelacio. Without a second thought, Indelacio brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree. There was a conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction in many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things. But rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Good job! Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Especially when streaming. Especially when streaming, yep. Focusing all of its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. Ahem, I implore. It spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of lost envy? Well, the last one was green, and that wasn't envy.
You let it slip through.
Come on, we have to go back to that.
Oh no. Now we just skip through to that point because it's gonna make me... Okay, we're gonna have to remember the colours of the things, but I don't think it told us what the colour that was. There was so much of it. Memories... Green wasn't an option. Look at my memory. Black? Maybe it's black? Deep blue eyes. She's the beacon of hope. Maybe it's blue? The boy dies alone. It's either black or it's blue, but there's no colour to this gem. It's either black or blue. This one's the female warrior. Smoky. Smoky, but there's no colour again. Some got eaten. 23. There was 64. Dirt. Okay, so that one's going to be brown. Okay. And then the last one's green. But how the heck was I meant to figure that out? Okay, blah, 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 blah. An hour of reading. Okay. Spat out a glimmering green jewel. What was the colour of the lost envy? I mean, the jewel that just came out was green, but envy was blue or black, right? Okay. It spoke! This shade has intelligence and emotion! Who cares? Indelacio brushes vices come into sight as his sword sliced through the shade's right arm. Shade extended its remaining arm to Indelacio. I must touch him, I must make contacts. The moment its fingers brushed against Indelacio, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arm and out to its entire body. It was emotion, more than the entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone, 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For centuries, the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains, but no more. New powerful emotions began to take hold. causing its heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul. And the young man was the key. This was the promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new unpleasant sensation. But the time was not right yet. I implore you, how many were lost to the warrior who fought the red-eyed beast? She had 63 friends.
You let it...
Come on, we have to...
Was that wrong? Was it not? Sorry, Resident Sleeper, I know, we're failing. Now we need to mash again. Okay, so blue. Black and blue. Then the last gem is green. I'll definitely remember that, but that's probably not going to be the answer, is it? If only success, right? If only. And another. Deep within the stream. How many of her friends died? Some were eaten. 23 companions. Okay, she had 23 companions. This is slowly but surely. Okay, listen. We must listen. We must not listen. Those sounds emerged. Okay. One more time. There we are. It was blue.
You let it...
Come on, we have
Did
to
he
go
change colour? What? No. Oh my god, that's why the 63 wasn't right either. It changes. It cheats. It was 63 first time. And the colour changes. Oh my god. I have to pay attention. Blue dabba dee dabba. It was wrong. Green eyes. She had green eyes. Not so. The boy disappears. The boy dies alone. She had green eyes. The words were different. The words were different. Okay, how many? 23. Okay, green and 23. A red dragon falls from the heavens. That's a red dragon. Okay. Well, that was different. Okay. Must listen. Okay. The shades. Like shards of broken teeth. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's the same. She opened its mouth. Okay. That's a green jewel again, but she had green eyes. Aha. It changed on me. You're not really paying attention. I don't know if you can help. My attention span is bad when it comes to reading in games. My liberty is reading letters in Stardew. I've been skipping through it as well, so I don't blame you. Okay, 23 friends. Unless the question's going to be different. 1,000 years alone. The answer changed as well, which is cheating. Okay. How many were lost? She had 23 friends. Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all and stop reading this. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered on the floor. The key! Cried the book. Secure the key! A man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them as he did the same thing over and over again, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. We must not have to read through this ever again. The next word must be heard. Words exploded. It became difficult to discern that meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. This world is falling apart! How can a world of letters? I implore! Most important thing! World! Don't fail again! Yona! Yona? How's anything any different? Oh no! The most important thing is don't get timed out by Streamlabs by putting too many dots. The light was please. Adverts began, and I apologize for anyone with adverts. The memories disappeared. Tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letters slowly faded, Indelacio was drawn back to the real world. And the tree was satisfied, and he never had to read that ever again. Never had to read ever again.
What in the... I never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. I just want to kill them without all this hassle.
Without having to read over and over
With the
again.
tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters.
Oh good, we never have to read ever again.
Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
Oh, you mean when we play New Game Plus as a different character? Okay, we got the fragments. And we never have to worry about that ever again. It literally just confirms.
Unusual activity, but I do have...
No, I don't need to hear your dots. I think we've had enough reading. But thank you for sticking it up whilst we read that. We should head to the junk heap, probably.
Popola said we might be able to find a key fragment in the junk heap.
Perhaps we can find a clue at Two Brothers' weaponry.
But we did it, we did the reading. And we never have to read ever again, it tells us. That's good. No more reading.
You guys solved the mystery yet?
Yeah, we've finished reading now.
No, we got nothing.
Apart from the stone piece.
Too bad. Hey, what's with those berries?
What, these? We picked them up over by that huge tree. I thought maybe...
Gimme. I'm starving.
Oh, these are going to poison her and make her fall asleep. And that's probably what caused the guy to...
Mad? Those berries are clearly poisonous. Even one such as you can't hope to...
Damn, these are delicious. Give me more.
Well, in that case, I suppose I should try one.
Oh no. Don't eat the berries and fall asleep. Oh good, we didn't have to read.
I think Vice was right about these berries. Feels like someone stabbed me in the gut.
There we go.
Hey Mr. DJ, put a record on I Wanna Dance With My Baby, and when the music starts, I never want to stop. It's gonna drive me crazy. Do you remember this song?
I do remember that song. It's Robbie Williams, right? You want to go to bed now? Guess what? Read, haha. Have fun reading. You haven't got me to read to you now, though. You started reading a manga. Do you want to continue with? It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you too, and thank you for coming and hanging out, despite me reading the weird reading book game. Well, it's nice having you here. I got to it eventually, you know, we managed to read it eventually. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, have a good sleep, and thank you for popping by, and hopefully you have a good weekend, and hopefully the manga goes good. You know, feel free to tell me about it once you've finished reading it, and let me know what it's all about, because, you know, I'm always up for hearing about things. But yeah, take care, have a good week. And now we continue and less reading.
Hey, what's wrong? Oh no, don't tell me you ate one of those berries.
Yeah, and he ate a whole lot, but he didn't fall asleep. Have a good night, Nadlo. Bum bum bum.
For the love of trees, those things are deadly. Quick, take this antidote before you perish.
Ah, so he's going to give us the antidote. But we already fell asleep and died on the floor, basically, and now he's coming and bringing us the antidote. Yeah, Curly streams on Wednesdays, I think, so, you know, we might raise into her at some point then as well. But yeah, hopefully all catch each other's streams. Natalo streams on Tuesdays normally, but sometimes on Sundays as well, so, you know, you might see her over the weekend as well. And she's been streaming Stardew lately. So, you know, all check each other out. You know, it's all nice to check each other out. Bum, bum, bum.
Thought I was a goner there.
We didn't die, but we also need the antidote for the kids.
You an idiot? Didn't you see the lumps? The unusual colors? Only a child would attempt to eat something like that.
And Kaine, and she convinced us to eat it.
Child? Oh, crap. I bet that kid ate one of these berries.
Have we got oh, I've only just figured out, you know, I think it was kind of obvious.
Yes, quite possibly. And if the poison is this painful for you, I can only imagine what it would do to a small child.
Hey, Kaine, did you take the antidote?
Don't need it. God, those berries were amazing.
Because she's the shades.
The truly amazing thing is that your stomach is fouler than your taste in clothing.
If you had genitals, I would so chop them off right now.
Oh, and he's got nothing to say to that. Book has no comeback for that one. Bum, bum.
Ugh, this poison sucks. Still can't feel my arms and legs.
I feel great.
We should have gave some to Emil.
Must have a cast iron stomach, Kaine.
The hussy's internal organs are as filthy as her mouth.
Why do you have to be such a shithead all the time, Book?
You would know, Buck, huh? Also, she had a big hole in her not long ago, you know? That might have something to do with it as well. That might have something to do with it as well. I should do a slash shout out. Unfortunately, you can only do one at a time. So I'll do a shout out to Natalo, who's going to sleep. And then I'll do one for Curly whenever it lets me.